Welcome to Alpha Reinforce. Shift your mindset and reinforce the Alpha in you. For years, I called myself a night owl, convinced late nights were my creative spark. But the truth, I was just scrolling, binge watching, and avoiding the next day. Mornings felt like defeat before I even got out of bed, groggy, irritable, always behind. My to-do list was a mountain, my goals distant dreams. I told myself, this is just who I am, stuck in a loop of exhaustion and helplessness. I envied people who seemed energized, believing they had a secret I'd never find. I was trapped, convinced I didn't have the key to escape. One chaotic morning, as the first rays of sunlight struggled to pierce through the blinds, I found myself staring at my reflection. I'd had enough. Enough of the same routine, the same disappointments, the same feeling of being stuck. I was tired of being a passenger in my own life, watching the world go by without truly participating, without truly living. Out of desperation, a tiny spark of hope flickered. I wondered, what if I tried waking up at 5 a.m.? Could such a simple change really make a difference? My mind rebelled. You're not a morning person. You'll never stick to it. The voice of doubt was loud and insistent. But a quieter voice, almost a whisper, asked, what if it works? What if this is the key to unlocking something more? I committed to just 1 week. A small, manageable experiment. I'd set my alarm, a digital countdown to a new beginning. I decided I would count down from 5, a mental launch sequence, and get up before my brain could fully register what was happening and protest. That night, lying in bed, I felt a strange mix of dread and excitement, a nervous anticipation for what the morning would bring. For the first time in a long time, I was choosing to change my circumstances, not just passively wishing for a better life, but actively taking steps to create one. This wasn't just about mornings, it was about something much bigger. It was about reclaiming my agency, about taking control of my own destiny, one early morning at a time. The 5 a.m. alarm was brutal. It blared into the quiet darkness, a jarring wake-up call that threatened to pull me back into the depths of sleep. Every fiber of my being screamed for just 5 more minutes, a desperate plea for warmth and comfort. But I kept my promise. I had made a commitment to myself, a pact to embrace the quiet hours before the world awoke. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 up. The house was silent, the world still asleep. A blanket of tranquility enveloped everything, muffling the sounds of the city and creating a sanctuary of stillness. For the first time, I wasn't rushing or reacting, caught in the whirlwind of daily demands. There was no urgent email to answer, no frantic dash to get out the door. I was just being, simply existing in the present moment without the weight of expectations or the pressure of deadlines. In that quiet, my mind settled. The constant chatter of anxieties and to-do lists began to fade, replaced by a sense of calm and clarity. I could actually think. Ideas flowed freely, unburdened by the usual mental clutter. I planned my day with intention, not dread. I approached my responsibilities with a sense of purpose rather than a feeling of obligation. I drank water, stretched, watched the sky lighten. The darkness slowly surrendered to the soft glow of dawn, painting the horizon with hues of pink and gold. It wasn't revolutionary, but it felt like a secret world of peace, a hidden oasis of calm amidst the chaos of everyday life. By sunrise, I'd already won my morning. I had claimed the day before it even began, setting a positive tone that would carry me through whatever challenges lay ahead. The magic wasn't productivity, it was calm. It was the ability to approach the day with a sense of groundedness and equanimity. I realized peace is the real power of an early start. It's not about cramming more into your day, but about creating space for yourself to thrive. One good morning wasn't enough, I had to change my nights too. The phone stayed out of the bedroom, I bought a real alarm clock. No more late night scrolling, just reading a book before bed. Sleep came easier, and I woke up ready. My morning routine was simple: hydrate, meditate, write down 3 priorities. No endless to-do lists, just focus. These small changes, night and morning, built real momentum. It wasn't about overhauling my life overnight. It was one small step at a time, each one building on the last. Within just a few days, the difference was not just noticeable, it was undeniable. It was as if a switch had been flipped. and I was operating on a completely different level. The change was profound, impacting every aspect of my daily life. I had significantly more energy, a sustained vitality that carried me through the day. It wasn't just a fleeting burst, it was a consistent, reliable source of power. And those dreaded afternoon slumps, gone, vanished. No more struggling to stay awake or fighting the urge to reach for a sugary snack. I maintained focus and alertness throughout the entire day. My mind was clear, sharp, and focused. The mental fog that had been clouding my thoughts lifted, allowing me to think strategically and make better decisions. I finally started making real progress on those important goals I'd been putting off for months. The ones that always seemed to get pushed to the back burner. I was actually moving forward. By 9 a.m., I'd accomplished more than I used to in a whole day. It was incredible. I was operating at peak efficiency, maximizing my time and energy. But the biggest shift, the most profound change of all, I stopped simply reacting to whatever life threw my way and started actively leading my life, taking control of my destiny. I set the tone for the day, consciously chose my priorities, and felt completely in control of my schedule and my time. I proved to myself that I had the power to change, that I wasn't stuck in my old patterns. So, if you feel stuck in a rut, or like you're just going through the motions, try waking up just 1 hour earlier for a week. Give yourself a quiet hour each morning. No pressure to be productive, just a space for peace, reflection, and setting your intentions. Take back your mornings, reclaim that precious time, and you'll be amazed at how quickly you can take back your life. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next video. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends.